Hi, I'm Glenn Gable, and welcome to another From Pen to Page story review. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you an amazing novel I read, The Cowboy and the Cossack by Claire Huffaker. This is, I don't even know how to describe it. It is a Western, first and foremost, but it's much more an adventure story that really kind of breaks tropes and goes in some really interesting places. It's a story about a young cowboy named Levi who works with a team of cattlemen from Montana, and they have to drive 500 cattle from Montana into deep Siberia, Russia. While there, they have to meet up with some Cossacks, some Russian soldiers for the Tsar. This is before the Bolshevik Revolution, and deal with Tartars and Russian bureaucracy and cattle thieves and wild animals attacking a herd and terrible weather. And every terrible situation that can possibly happen to these guys happens. And it's absolutely fun and thrilling to read. I really enjoyed it. I had never heard of Claire Huffaker before this summer, and a friend of mine told me all about it. And so I kind of jumped in. I love the dialogue in this book. Every character was unique. This is a problem that a lot of authors have, is that they are so worried about, there's so much problems differentiating between characters. And one great way to differentiate is with dialogue. And every cowboy, even though there's like 15 of them, has a unique voice. And whether that's by using slang or by their physical description, they're just unique and interesting. Levi's boss, Shad, who's the cattle boss of the whole operation, is this solemn, stoic, average kind of cowboy that you'd expect. And he's such a cool character because he meets up with the head of the Cossack army that's helping them, this head of this Cossack platoon that's helping him. And the Cossacks, even though they come from a completely different culture, and they really don't like each other. The Cossacks and the Cowboys do not get along, of course, in the beginning. But by the end of this long adventure, they really become almost like brothers. This Cossack leader is so similar to Shad that by the end, you really feel like you know these characters really well. Now, spoiler alert. Unfortunately, Shad has to sacrifice himself to save the other cowboys in the very end. And Levi, the main character, winds up forming this very tight bond with the Cossack leader who really mourns Shad's death. So it is such an interesting arc. It is just so well done. Normally I can pick apart things in authors' books and say, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. But for the Cowboy and the Cossack, I can't honestly come up with anything I didn't like. There were times where certain chapters were a little slower paced because they were kind of developing the relationships between characters. It's not a bad thing. I know in my own writing, I love pacing it quickly. And so sometimes I know in my own writing, there's times where I feel like I need to slow it down a little bit more and develop those character dynamics and relationships. So I think Claire Huffaker did a great job with it. All in all, just a fantastic book. And so I really can't nitpick anything about it. I would strongly suggest that you read it too, even if you don't like Westerns. And I didn't initially think that I did like Westerns until I read this. I would tell you to check it out. I have actually gifted this book to quite a few people now. So definitely worth your read. I will give it my first ever 5 stars. Definitely fun. Worth the read. Check it out. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. And if you're looking for a fantastic read, check out The Soothsayer. I'll see you next time.